But as you can very clearly see, we are on the S1000. I don't really want to have to do this, but like, it's more of like a, you know, stuff's come up where I just like, I don't really need it anymore, and it just kind of benefits me to get rid of it. So we are getting rid of the S1000. Gonna be selling that. It's not perfect. I mean, I bought it when it was already in high mileage, so it had well over 70,000 kilometers. It still does. Obviously, I didn't ride it like that much, but since I got it, I just rode it a little bit. It's not showing right now, but whatever. I just wanted to get one last ride in before I gave it up. Mostly, like, what's wrong with it is, you know, S1000 engines are a little finicky sometimes. I think this one's lasted a long time as far as I'm concerned. But this one, I believe, is having transmission issues because of the quick shifter on the bike. It's just, I think over time it's knocked some teeth off of like the first gear in the transmission, so it kind of is jerky sometimes. It's not like consistent, but it's like sometimes in first gear it becomes like jerky. So when you're like accelerating in first gear, it'll cut the power and then it just kind of dies a bit and then it comes back, and you know, it just kind of does that. But it only seems to be the first gear. This is the last time I rode it, tested it out. But other than that, I mean, that's the main issue. It's got, obviously needs an exhaust, because whoever, one of the previous owners, put a heat wrap on it, and I don't know how long that was on there, but as you can see, it's rusted and it's become just kind of in need of a replacement. It's mostly just the mid pipe here, but yeah, it does need new tires. The tires are getting kind of low, especially the front. The back still has got more life, but the front, you can see the wear lines on it. But I mean, we've got, I believe, blown fork seal here on the right side, and yeah, again, it's not perfect, but I bought it for well below market value just because it had so much kilometers on it, and I'm not like severely attached to the bike. You know, I've owned it for what, a year almost, maybe, I'm not sure, but I haven't like ridden it like that. And it's honestly, I just didn't develop that attachment to it just because it doesn't really grab me. Like, I don't know, maybe I just haven't spent enough time with it, to be fair. A lot of the time it's just been sitting, but I guess it's part of like the trade-off when you do have multiple bikes. You know, some get less love than others, but it was more of just, I didn't want to make it any worse than it was, so I just kind of left it. But obviously, to get it where I need it to go, it's going to take one last ride, so that's what we're doing today. We're going to be not doing anything like too crazy, just because over time, like in riding the Grom and stuff, I've got less of a desire to like do fast boy stuff and like go fast. It just doesn't really appeal to me anymore, like as much. Like, I would like to have a fast bike, you know what I mean? Like maybe one day down the road I'll get another 1000, we'll see, but right now it's not on my main priority. I want to focus on, you know, stunting and honing my skill and such, so that's what we're going to be doing. But that being said, we're gonna head out. We're chilling in the strip club parking lot just because, you know, why not? It's a big empty parking lot, but there are people here, and it's a Monday at like 12 o'clock. So people got their priorities straight, but I don't know if the microphone is gonna pick how well it's gonna pick it up, but I'll give you a start. It's not cold, obviously, because I rode it around and rode it here, but give you a start. Oh, love the sound of it. I'll always love the sound of it. It's amazing. We're gonna go for a quick ride. Nothing crazy. Let's see, got rid of my stickers. I left the wrap on there just because I didn't want to take it off right now. And it's literally just take the piece off and pull it off. It's really not that bad. So we're gonna head out. A little ride. Yeah, nothing crazy because we're not trying to. I might do like a handful of pulls, maybe, but we're not trying to make it any worse than it already is, you know? So let's go do that. I had my like moment of like influencer bike riding, if you will, you know, because everybody and my mom like gets an S1000 as like the influencer bike or whatever. I didn't do that.